Hello everyone, welcome to the live. This is the last one, I promise, because at the end of this month is when I'm off doing the charity cycle. So I said I'd do one a month, and this is the last one for May, unless Mrs. Urban Prepper has to come on and wax my legs. Let me know if you can see and hear me okay in the chat before we crack on. It'd be much appreciated. See Gary Crawford's in there already. Says good evening and hit like while you're waiting. 20 people in here. Somebody's got to tell me if you can hear me. Any ears, one of yous. Can't all be sat there watching from a distance on a TV. Talk to me. Do. Nothing. Oh, my chat's not working. I don't know what's going on. Let's have a look. Can we see the live chat? Chat for this is disabled for this live stream. Oh, hold on. I don't know what's going on. Give me a second. I have no idea what is happening here. Edit the video. Bear with me. Okay. Let me know if you can see the chat now. Yeah, the chat should be up now. If you refresh the screen, the chat should work. Please let me know in the chat if you can hear me. It should work now. Let me test that without spilling Coke everywhere. There we go. All good. Well, there we go. Start with a technical hitch and then pour Coke all over my desk. It's all right. I've only gone through one keyboard this month already. Loud and clear. Right. Cheers for that. Oh, excellent. Thank you. Pound in the swear box, please, Brian. Right. Anyway. Went out, came back in. That's more like it. Sorry, guys. Honestly, I'd set it for made for kids. And apparently, if you make something for kids, you can't have chat in there. So clearly, nothing we do on this channel is made for kids. So that was obviously a mistake. Typical Coke drinkers. Yeah. Right. So this is the last one I'm going to do of these. This is May's. After this, it's the end of the month when I'm going to be attempting this challenge. I've got a couple of questions pre-asked about the challenge and stuff, only 2 or 3. So if you have any questions about it, please put it in block capitals this evening, and we will get to them certainly. Thank you, Brian, for the £2 super chat. Coke drinkers, freaking liability. So even that super chat tonight and throughout May all goes towards Help for Heroes after YouTube's cut. So that's like £1.40 there for Help for Heroes on top. You could donate via the links in the description. Just giving is the best way. It goes directly to them. And if you're willing to put your details in and tick the box, you get gift aid on top as well. However, some people don't like giving their details to the government-sponsored things and what have you. PayPal's there. You can use that as well. You can use the YouTube facilities. There's all sorts of ways to donate. Can see chat now, all good. Cheers, Brown Coat Prepper. So let's quickly look at the actual challenge. The video's dated. There's no Amazon wish list. There's only my normal one for the actual cycle now, so don't worry about that side of things. I'll just take what I've got now. I am Brew, says Gary Crawford. Thank you for the super chat there, Gary. It's really appreciated. So we've raised £4 tonight already, so it's been worth it. But what have we raised? Well, there's just over 170 through PayPal so far, which we add to the Just Giving, which is on 762. So we are close to the 900 mark. Obviously, we're going to add the YouTube revenue to that as well. There we go. Obviously, we're going to add the YouTube revenue to that as well, and hopefully get us over the mark. Now, I did foolishly say if we hit the target that I'd let Mrs. Urban Prepper wax my legs. And she wants to buy the proper bowl heating, proper wax, put it on, do it all, not just the cheap Brazilian paper strip things. She wants to do it properly. So I'm not looking forward to that. But like I say, that's a big goal. 2,000 is the target. Only because we hit 1,000 last time, I thought I'd set a bigger target. If we do happen to reach that, that will happen. But it has to happen before the end of May. Thank you, Brian. For the love of God, no lycra. The only lycra you will not see lycra. There will be lycra, but it'll be under normal cargo shorts and stuff like that. Purely for comfort. Let's get those legs waxed. Well, we are £10 closer, thanks to Brian. Really appreciated. I'll start any questions that come in, and I'll go through them in due course. Get that wax heated up. There's £5 from Gary Crawford. I mean, it sounds like a big target, but I've got 8,000 subscribers. So if, convince them all to give like 25p each and that's it done. That's scary, isn't it? But we won't get 2,000 in here tonight. Thank you, Gary, for the super chat. Really appreciated. All goes towards the great cause. And speaking of the causes, I have got the, comic relief kind of tear jerk cut-ins, and we'll look at the first one of them now.
You found peace?
That's a good question.
This is the Veterans' War. Too many are left to fight for the support they need, but it's our fight too. Help for Heroes stands with veterans and their families every day, providing life-changing mental, physical, and financial support that rebuilds lives. Help veterans find the peace they deserve.
There you go. Help for Heroes is not just physical rehabilitation, it's mental trauma, disability, even isolation. It's helping veterans through all sorts. It's all the stuff we should be doing anyway, but a third party's charities had to step in for it. But we really appreciate them, and we'll show as much as we can appreciation. I've also got fundraising tubs for at work and on the journey, so that'll all be added to the total as well. Hi, Tuck. Good to see you in here. Right, so Ian Palmer asked this, but let me just pull up the questions because I want to give credit where credit's due. The people that put the effort in to do it on the post itself. So also Katrina Paws, who is a member, asked how many mile goals are you hoping to do each day? So I know it says 232 here, but with the places I'm sleeping, that's worked out at like 240 odd. It could sneak up to even more than that. So I'm hoping to pass 50 miles a day. Now, I've not got a set mileage like hit 50 and then stop. I'm just going to go as much as I can because I know through the hike experience I can really push one day, I can take it easy the next, and I can really push the next day. So I'm just going to try and push as much as I can. Doesn't have to be constant. I could do 20 miles, 30 miles, which I can do now comfortably when training. Stop, make something to eat, chill out for a bit, go and do another 5-10 miles. As long as I kind of hit at least 50 miles a day, that's my 5-day target. I've allowed 7 days with work and stuff like that, but I'd rather get there in 4 or 5 days and then relax and chill at the end of it, and recover, which is the main thing. So that's the target. 50 miles is the target, but I'm hoping to smash that at least on a few of the days. Don't forget you can help for free by letting the adverts run on the channel. Yep, every penny counts, and the pennies we get for the adverts will help. Raven Blackwing in the house. Raven, was it you that I received something off today through the post? Let me know if that was you. I haven't got the note with me before I show it. Bit late, was busy. Right. What was the other question? Let's get rid of the questions on here as well. Katrina Paws also asked, will you be using GPS? If so, which one? Also food packs. So no, I'm not using GPS as such. I've got a mount for my phone with a power bank area in the back that's going to be in front of me. And it's going to be a combination of Google Maps and OS Maps. So I've got OS Maps, but I don't like the route finder on that. So I'll use Google Maps while I can and use the OS Maps for reference. So that's what I'll be using. No GPS tracker. So once I'm out of signal, I'll be relying on the OS Maps that are pre-downloaded and my wits and stuff like that. And if you don't hear from me again, it's because I've disappeared when out of signal. I really appreciate that, Evil Girl. Like I say, just being here, supporting the channel, sharing the content. Raven Blackwing, a book then. Yes, it was. Look at this. I'm not sure if it was directly from my wish list, but I was sent this. The Prepper's Water Survival Guide. Harvest, treat, and store your most vital resource. It's a great little book. I'm not going to go into it too much detail now. It's going on the pile. And we're starting the Prepper Book Club really soon, where we will review a book every week, which should be fun, and get your recommendations from that. What is the absolute final cutoff day for donations? Thanks. I'm going to stop asking and taking them physically through PayPal, through YouTube, and through the charity boxes and stuff on the 25th of this month. The Just Giving page does remain open for a little bit afterwards, but I'm not sure how long that is, how long it closes for. But basically, I'm treating May as the last month. That's why that's the last one of these videos. I think I'll add that to my library. Wait for the book review, Evil Girl. Wait for the book review. Great little book, says Muxley. Must already have it. Lee from the Bug Out Prepping and Survival Shop is in the house. All your prepping needs fulfilled there. And last time I did a challenge, it was Lee that was really good enough to send me the bag and some other bits and some really crucial tape to stop blisters and stuff. He sent that all up in a pack and a Bug Out hat that I could wear, which unfortunately is in the wash at the moment, so I can't show you that. But he did send me loads of stuff when I did the hike last time. Absolute legend. Without charging me anyone anything. He was just out with the goodness of his heart. So make sure you go and check out the Bug Out channel and the shop. Or, even better, come to the Bushcraft Show and get some real bargains. You would go red at my non-prepping books, although can't beat Miss Worm's book. There you go. I'm blushing. Not at all, Lee. Absolute legend. Right, last question on the post bit. don't forget, if you want to ask any questions about the challenge, anything else, prepping in general, whatever, get them in the chat, use capitals, then I won't miss it. Mark's Adventures asks, I know you'll probably already considered this at least. Do you have backup? Someone who's not far off with the van and supplies. First aid for you and your bike. So I've got puncture repair stuff. I do want to get a horrible can of the green sludge, which I've not managed to get yet. And I had a email off somebody who's closest to me who said he'll be that guy. He'll come and pick me up if I need to, get the bike repaired and then drop me back off where it is. I'm hoping we know enough people throughout our prepper network that if I do get stuck at any point, somebody's not too far away who could lend a hand, drop off a part. But I have took as much precaution as I can carry without actually carrying spare parts. And obviously, I've got my big first aid kit, which I take with me everywhere. So because I've got the trailer, I'm taking the full first aid kit, not a skinny version like I did on the hike. So that's all covered as well. Thanks for the question, Mark. Appreciate that. Anyone with a channel can also help by plugging Mike's Cycle Ride. Thank you, Miss Worm. Miss Worm's pretty much my unofficial manager. She's just declared herself, and she's trying to get guests for the Prepper podcast and all sorts. Absolute legend. Does driving past tooting the horn and laughing count as help? Do you know what, Brian? I'd love that. You know, if somebody sees me on tooting the horn, if you went past me, that would actually help because it would pick me up. So laughing or not laughing, it doesn't matter. Green sludge is crap. Take a couple of spare tubes. I haven't done it on mine yet. You know, practice what you preach, Miss Worm. Hello, just back from the woods with the dog. If you're just getting in, I'm doing not 232 miles, 240 odd miles cycle from where I am in Lancashire up to the central Scotland, carrying full bug out gear in a trailer on a push bike all the way, pedal powered, not battery powered. And the reason I'm doing it is because of these awesome guys.
When a person signs to join the armed forces, they're making a pledge to put their very life on the line. It's a life that's full to the brim with adventure, teamwork, and above all, purpose. But even the best military training cannot prepare all these servicemen and women for civil life. Help for Heroes is here for wounds both visible and hidden, providing recovery and support for veterans and their families. Driven by the belief that all those who put their lives on the line for us deserve a second chance at life. After all, we're talking about people more skilled than most, more drilled than most, with more pride than most. It's time to unleash the full force of these expert minds and courageous hearts to create a force for good. Our most disciplined, determined, and best are ready. Help them, help Britain. Be part of the force for good.
There you go. For Help for Heroes. Hopefully not too many copyright strikes for these videos, but it's good to show you why it's the chosen charity this time. We did put it up there for people to nominate the charities and vote on. This is what was chosen. I'm kind of glad it was chosen this way. And when I'm on the journey, I'll have my official letter from them as well that says I'm fundraising, because you've got to do it sanctioned through them correctly, which I have done. So yeah, it's all good. And they've been great themselves. Mark's Adventures, thank you very much for the £10 super chat. Good luck and take care. That is really appreciated, Mark. Thank you very much for that. Multiple ways to donate. We've got the Just Giving page, as I showed you, and the PayPal, which is open as well, so I can keep an eye on that. When it decides to load, that's fine. Cool. And yeah, the Just Giving page is the best way, but you know, take drachma, take everything. We have 3 donations come through already on the Just Giving page, which is awesome. Robert for £10, Raven Blackwing 15, and Honor MC 10. It's really appreciated. Taking our Just Giving up to 761 now. 761, and my legs are itching the more we raise. I don't want to have my legs waxed on a live. I'm not sure I can man up enough for that one. I have to have my face off the shot while I cry. Thank you, JLaw. It's really appreciated. Just being here, supporting the channel, sharing it out, sharing the details of the charity thing. Anything you can do always helps. It's really appreciated. Love that, Mark. Absolutely love that. We did have a question here that I starred from Band again. How are you protecting yourself from numbnuts? Brian's not coming, so it's fine. Oh, you mean like Rob? So I've wussed out, and so it's a cycle cross bike, and it comes with quite a hard seat, and I've kind of gone for the soft cushioned seat. I've got a better seat, which was kindly donated through the wish list, which I had going for a while, and also padded shorts, which are a bit small than I remember, so I might have to get some more of them. But yeah, just doing the best I can, and then self-care every time I stop. We don't need full details on the self-care, I'm sure. Big stick to bite down on and you'll be fine. How rude. It's funny, it's so with the hike I didn't train as much. I've been training more for this, and I've still got this month to carry on the training, bringing the bike through into this room to get all the trailer mounted up and loaded up and tested, because that's what I'm going to be doing this couple of weeks building up to it, is training with the trailer and some weight on. But I didn't train much for the hike, not as much as I should have done, and it took it out of me. It really did, and you guys saw the best and worst of that in the videos. But I tell you what, when you're doing it for something like this, when you've got something like this behind you and so many people are kind of counting on you and people have donated, it just pushes you. That is the big stick to bite down on, and just keep going. And you'll go through the pain with stuff like that. Determination trumps everything else. Good luck, fella. I've just started the 100 miles in May for combat stress. Excellent. Excellent. I don't approve of your profile picture, but, you know, other than that, we'll say no more. We'll say no. It's just got the wrong colours on it. You know what I mean? It's got the wrong colours, Neil. Will self-care be videoed asking for a friend? No, Hawkins, I won't be videoing it. It's Hawkins, isn't it? Good stuff, Neil. Hawkins needs to start asking his own questions, to be honest. I know. Shocking. Gotta go. See you, Tuck. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for popping by. Really appreciate you being here. So, any other questions? We don't want it this short. We need to go for about an hour at least. So come on, get some questions in. You must be curious about some of it. I will be fully charging power banks for it before the funny ones come in. I'll be filming as much as I can. I've got 3 cameras, 2 GoPro style action cameras, and 1 fixed mountain bike camera on the front that'll do a constant. So that's going to get some good footage, but obviously that'll have to be edited after the fact. However, I will be doing videos along the route as I go, keeping you updated through shorts, through actual videos if I get the time. And depending where we end up and the signals, we might do a live during it as well. So I'll definitely keep you updated all the way through it, and we'll continue trying to push it while we're doing it. But when I get back, I'll edit the whole footage, and hopefully we'll have some good shots. Big shout out to Prepper70, because she's the one that got two of them cameras, which makes all the difference. It really does. Sorry, Katrina Paws also said food packs. Also food packs. So what I'm going to be eating is pretty much British military MREs and a few pre-packed freeze-dry meals. Because this is not just a charity thing, it's a bug-out test. I wouldn't be taking cans of food. I wouldn't be stopping at McDonald's and stuff like that if I was bugging out, unless it was to raid the kitchen supplies. But pretty much it's going to be military style and lightweight food and stuff like that, and that's what I'm going to be eating throughout the whole thing. I'll probably get a big box of protein bars just before I go, and that's a good snacks to have all the way through. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do food wise. The good thing about the MREs, you can eat them cold. Don't recommend it, but you can. So if it gets really bad, I can just scoff one of them down. Oh dear, may not have closed my snake vid properly because a corn snake was just going past my feet. Oops. Pass, hard pass from me. What are you least looking forward to? I know this route, right? So I know the canalways because it starts on canalways, which is the easiest bit. Genuinely, the first 20 miles, the first 20, 25 miles is going to be the easiest part of this whole thing because it's along the canalways. Lovely scenery, flat, no problems. And when you start to get towards the Lake District, that's when the hills start to go like this. And I've traveled along the route that I'll be cycling in a vehicle. And if your vehicle's not powerful enough, it won't make it up some of them hills. So I'm genuinely not looking forward to that. If I've got to get off the bike and push it up some hills, I will. It won't stop me. But yeah, it's least looking forward to is the hills, the hill climbs. You know, downhill, not a problem. Well, trailer on the back probably is a problem, but yeah. Thanks for that, Miss Worm. Lucky it wasn't a jerk snake she bites. The snake, there's drama going on at Evil Girls. Could have been worse. Could have been one of my tarantulas. You live in a zoo? What's going on? Oh dear, Mark. Oh dear. Dad jokes already. Dad jokes already. Camping wise, and what I'm using on the route is what you've seen on the last two camping videos. It's a little 2-man tent. Secure the bike up best I can. I've got chains and locks for it and stuff like that. I will wild camp if I need to. However, I am going to try and get to specific campsites along the route as well. I've mapped out several of them all the way down. And if I can stay somewhere like that that's a bit more secure, I will, purely because I don't want my bike to disappear during the night. I'm a heavy sleeper. I can sleep through anything. So even if I tied the bike to my leg, you know, they could sit there untying it, having a conversation. I still wouldn't wake up. So I'm going to try and get to campsites. It's all the stuff that you see on the recent camp videos I've done, which I'm going to be using. Maybe not the rocket stove. It's a bit heavy to take along. But definitely I'm going to get I need some more gas canisters for the little gas stove, and that's what I'm going to be using to cook on. Are you aware that on the canals, all grey grates are a bugger with trailers? Yes. So I've done the canal routes that I'm going to be doing. And there's 2 points where I have to go up onto the road to cross over instead of under the bridge, purely because of the width restriction on the little path that goes by the bridge. But there's no grates or anything that's going to stop me. The only point that's got the little pass-through things for the bikes it's got one, and then it's got a wide open gap where there used to be a gate next to it. So it's straight through on there, and after that, I'm just going to be on the roads. The route I'm taking is actually a national cycle route. It's 3 different national cycle routes that touch on each other with a bit of roadways in between and quite a lot of roadways at the end as I'm coming into central Scotland and that. So it is designed for bikes, and I'm aware sometimes the trailer might have to be unhooked, grafted or twisted round fences. But yeah, it's the bird and owl bear. Do you think is your most vulnerable body part? That's that's an unusual question, Miss Worm. But yeah. I would definitely say saddle sore is going to affect me the most. I train legs a lot anyway, whereas some people skip leg day. I throw a bit of leg day into each gym session. So never had a problem with that. So yeah, it's the saddle sore side that's going to affect Miss Worm the mind. The mind is a good point, though. It really is, genuinely, because doing this alone is different from many other challenges where you're with a group of people. There's a lot of alone time. Most of the time, you're just thinking about, can I get to that next corner? Can I make it to there? I'll stop when I get here. You're planning the whole thing out. But there's moments where it's just you. There's no cars. There's nothing around at all. And it's just like, whoa, this is a bad time to be isolated with my dark thoughts. Are you taking any comms? I'm going to take a radio for emergencies. I will have my phone, of course, to stay in touch with home as best I can, depending on signal. And I'm going to take a mesh node, the UKPN Meshtastic node. So, yeah, there's 3 different avenues there for communications, Gatwick Scuba. So, hopefully, I won't need to use most of them. I'll be all right. But, yeah, that's the options I'll be taking. What will you be using for water? Good point. So, I will make use of refill points because in a bug out situation, I think the water will still be going and the refill points I'll be using would be available. So it's authentic. However, I will have a filter with me just in case, as I did with the hike, and I'll be taking enough bottled water for at least the first 2 days. But the idea is on a daily basis, wherever I stop, I will replenish the water. If that's through the filter, so be it. If it's through a refill point, when I talk about refill points, I'm talking about churches, any buildings like that have a tap on the outside. They have no problem with you using it usually. So yeah, I'll be looking for stuff like that. To carry 5 days of water would just be unfeasible. So worst case scenario, it's going to be filtered through Sawyer or live straw, etc. Thank you, Ian Palmer. I don't know. Miss Worm. That's why I'm clearing this space here to get it all hooked up, and I will hopefully get a weight for you. I don't know how you'd measure it accurately, though, because obviously the physical weight compared to pulling is different, but I'm going to keep it as light as possible is the plan. So it should be about bug out bag weight. I'm not throwing in a giant solar generator or anything ridiculous like that. It is going to be needs musts with it. Large tub of bum butter required. Oh, that's what you call this shit. Churchyards are top for water. There you go, says Mark as well. I think there's refill points on the canal as well, but I'm not gonna be stopping during that point. I'll be already off the canal before I even think about stopping, I think. So I won't use that. I also have a bladder, a camelback bladder with the full strap round. That'll be full for the actual cycling. So as long as I can refill that and a few bottles of water, etc., that's going to be in the trailer, I don't think I'm going to have an issue with it. One of you might get a phone call halfway saying, "Bring me water." Mark's adventures. Mark's already donated, so he's covered the swear box. As I say, every penny we raise for this goes to Help for Heroes. I don't want to keep banging the drum, but this is the last live I'm doing like this. I hate asking for money, but a pound, even a pound, 50p, whatever you can spare, through Just Giving, through PayPal, through YouTube itself, although YouTube do take the biggest cut, pre-warn you there. But through any of them avenues that are below, or if you see me on the journey, come and pop 50p in the box. Anything you can give really does help, and it's a great cause. And like I say, this is the last live I'm going to do. I promise you, I'll stop asking for money after this one.
Troops return home. Conflict over.
When a conflict ends, for some the battles don't stop. They just stop making headlines. Many veterans and their families are struggling with painful injuries, mental trauma, isolation and more. This is the Veterans' War. It's forgotten by many, but not by Help for Heroes. Join our mission to make sure no one fights the Veterans' War alone. Search Help for Heroes today.
Apocalypse Now has donated on Just Giving. He says, he or she says, "Good luck, Mike. Hope you'll be wearing your Go Faster stripes. Away the lads." Thank you for that £10 donation with the gift aid on top. That's brilliant. And Anonymous also has donated £10 and says, "Can't wait to see your legs waxed. Best of luck. Take care." Well, I don't think they'll be getting waxed. I think I'm safe there. I really do. I'm not. That's not just a ploy to try and get the donations and stuff like that. That's literally, I'm worried about this now. Although, you know, at least I'll be more streamlined. Super sticker from Miss Worm there, 199. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that one. I can't see the sticker on this screen, so somebody will have to tell me what it is. It just says super sticker to me. More like bring me ice, yes. I need a volunteer to meet me halfway. Bring ice, Vaseline, and a rubber glove. No, Brian. No, not you. That was me. Was that you? The Anonymous was you, Kaza, was it? Re the legs waxing. Yes. So thank you very much, Kaza. Really do appreciate it. My father ran from Land's End to John O'Groats for charity many years ago. He was a sergeant major PTI in the para. Well, he probably did it with his, you know, he probably breezed it then. Curious, Ian, how long did he take to do that? How long was the, how long did the event last? I've always thought about a John O'Groats to Land's End, but I think I'd have to do something motor powered if I was that. We have to think of a challenge for next year and a charity. Pick a charity as well. Greetings from North Yorkshire. How are you doing, Mike? I'm doing good, Liam. How are you? Thank you for being here. We're just here trying to raise money for Help for Heroes with the charity ride that's coming. Just for a red, white, and blue one. There you go. Patriotic. That's what matters. That's a typical Friday for Brian. Shocking. Muxley also sent a super sticker. No idea what it is. I need audio visual descriptions of these super stickers, but thank you, Muxley. The 199 is really appreciated. All this will be added to the big pot. Hopefully we raise just under $2,000. Just under $2,000. That's where I hope we raise to. Have you got a comfy airbed for your saddle sores? Yes, I've got so it's an air mattress, about that thick. I can't remember the brand off the top of my head, but it is in the first camping video I did about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. You see the sleeping arrangement there. So it's the one Tigris sleeping bag I'll be taking, that air mattress, because it does roll up very small. It's got its own pump built in. Doesn't take much to pump it up. And I know how much of a toll this is going to have on my body and how physically strenuous it is. So my goal is to get to wherever I'm going to camp for the night in good time so I can set up a sleep area, set up a tent, and literally have that time to relax, chill, speak to you guys maybe, or if anybody is anywhere along the route during it, you're welcome to come and join me on the evening for a drink and have a chat. That's an open invite to anyone along the charity route while that's going on. But yeah, I want to make sure I'm covering as much distance as I can during the day and then stopping on the night so I've got a good amount of rest time. And I think that will stop as much fatigue. I think with the hike, I definitely overdid the first day and I went from dawn till dusk and I was setting my tent up as the sun was going down. And that was just, it's draining. It's really draining. No idea. Sorry, I was 3 a long time ago. I'm 52 now. You were 3 when he did it. Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, it's something I've looked at, the John O'Groats to Land's End. I looked at it doing it when I had my motorbike, but I think as a walk or a run, I'd have to 10x my training for about a year to 2 years to get that over the line. That's why I'm saving my donation to the last minute. All right, okay. You're waiting till it's when it's £1,998. Miss Worm will be there with £2 and a penny, ready to watch me get waxed. Oh, God. Knee down, by the way. I'm just going to throw this out there now so there's no disappointment. I don't think we'll hit the target, but if we do, it's from the knees down. It's just the bottom of the legs. There's no way she's getting further up with wax. YouTube won't like it, you won't like it, and I won't like it. So it's knee down when she does do it. She's looking forward to it more than anyone else. I'm going to stop her from donating. Let's refresh these pages. I don't want to miss anything here. Or just close them, you idiot. There it is. Oh, Gatwick Scuba, £30 on PayPal. That's really appreciated. That's absolutely awesome because they take a tiny little percentage compared to what YouTube do. So that is really appreciated. That will go in the pot, add to the total, make me more nervous. I'm not sure what you guys are more keen for, to raise money for Help for Heroes or to just see me in pain. Are you tenting, bivvying, or both? I thought about doing the bivvy, so it would have been a bivvy bag and stuff like that, and a tarp if I was doing, because originally I was going to do panniers and a backpack, but Hawkins actually donated the trailer. Because I've got the trailer, I'm going to go with a tent. Just comfort, just, a bit more chilled on the evening. And I'm going to Scotland at the end of the day. I could set off in summertime here and it'd be snowing by the time I get up there. So, all weathers. Thank you for the question, Neil. Still need to change your profile picture, though. Okay, we didn't see that or witness anything. Suddenly we're getting conditions. No, listen, it's still a leg wax if it's from the knee down. It's just, no, the whole leg. To be honest, I mean, you don't want details, but there's not as much hair at the top anyway. Trust me, the bottom's all you need. That's all you're getting. I gotta keep it PG. The goalpost moved. Wow. You're getting waxed. Only if we raise £2,000 for Help for Heroes will I get my legs from the knee down Sorry, I didn't stipulate that at the start, but yes, I'll be getting my legs waxed for that if we hit the 2,000. It was a silly on-the-cuff promise I made, and hopefully we hit just below that target. Final cash injection to scare the crap out of Mike. That should be in that. No, because I think we've hit 1,000 already. Genuinely, with the PayPal donations, with the stuff on here already. And let's refresh the Just Giving page. Why do I keep closing it instead of opening it? The Just Giving page is sat at 781. So that combined with PayPal and the donations on here, we've already hit over £1,000. I mean, we've done it. We've already smashed it, guys. Really do. Press the wrong button. Yeah, it's going to be it's a great donation already. We've already smashed that, so don't worry too much now. It's fine. But no, we're not dropping it to 1,000. It's 2,000 knees down, full stop. No, Mark, don't worry about it. Honestly, don't worry about it. I need my grandchild to sort it. This is what happens. Knee down. It was legs that stated knee down is only half a leg. That's only a leg if you add it up. Listen, I think that's fair. I could just say no, not at all. I could fudge the whole thing and say it's not being done. I'm agreeing to knee down. And you bear in mind, I might not even make it through that. I might be crying, keeled over and say, sorry, guys, I'm quitting after one leg. So just be happy with knee down. All right? Add a 0 on the end if you want the rest waxed. I'm telling you. Oh, I threw stinky socks at you. Oh, well, there you go. He's just helping you with the washing. What's the problem? Any contingencies for 50-mile-an-hour winds and relentless sideways rain, or will you just plow on and suck it up? Yeah, Grid North, that's pretty much the plan. As I say, I've allowed 7 days, right? Like work time, how long I'm off work for. I'm literally at the Bushcraft show the day before. So I leave the Bushcraft show on the Sunday, get back here, set off on the Monday. And then I've got till technically the following Sunday/Monday if I needed to. But I've allowed that time for the kind of contingencies. If I really did hit major storms, I would find somewhere to shelter, bed down, even if it was for longer and I only managed to make 10, 20 miles that day. Just got to make it up over the time. You know, if anything happens, I know we can't predict the future, but God forbid I hit a pothole and my leg falls off, something like that. Obviously, it'll be match abandoned. However, as with the hike, I said this, I will do it. I've set a challenge now, I will do it. The target is to do it in the last week of May. If something happens that stops that for any reason, touch wood, it shouldn't do, and I will power through everything I can, then I'll do it 2 weeks later, 4 weeks later, whatever I need to do. But it will get done either way. You guys have donated the money. You guys helped raise it, and that's what you deserve at least. Thank you for the question, Grid North. Really appreciate it. Don't I know it? Live in Scotland, lol. I'm contacting the Charity Commission. Who? Sorry for caps. I know you started shouting. I was worried for like a horse might get punched next. Good luck and Godspeed, says Ian Palmer. Thank you very much. No, Gatwick. No. And plus, how would you know? It's not something I could broadcast on YouTube anyway. And no, you'd have to add another 0 on the end of that, Gatwick. And 80% of it would have to go in my back pocket for that to happen. And none of it's going in my pocket. So, no, it's just not happening. Knees down. There we go. Midge net if going up north. 100%. I've not got one, and I should. I've camped in Dumfries and Galloway a few times and been eaten. So, yeah, that's a really good shout, Cough. I am going to make a note of that now so I don't forget. Excellent shout. This is why I love this community. Thank you very much, Cough. Really appreciate it. Both legs knee down. I've said it, so I'll do it. It's like, wow. And listen, somebody says I'm going to have my legs waxed. It's knee down. I wear shorts, right? So that's all it's ever going to be. Makes perfect sense. Enough of that. Enough. It's no longer up for debate. I can't remember which one. Right. This is why we're doing it anyway. There you go. That is why we're doing it. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. I had backs done once, not for charity. I lost a bet. Or did I just get told off? He did. Don't make me bring out the dad voice. Tick remover. Some places can be bad for them. I think I've got one in the medical kit. I hope I never have to use it. I've been lucky, touch wood, that I've not had to, but I got it before the hike last time because somebody said it. But yeah, I hope I don't have to use it, but I do have one. Thank you, Grass Monster. She's not watching the live stream, so she'll never know. I'm not going to read it out loud. Yes, excellent idea. It is an excellent idea. Let's refresh this. I don't want. Oh, we've just passed the £801 mark on Just Giving. Paul, good luck, bud. Don't forget about the Scottish midges. Yep, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. It's going up too quick. Quick, stop the stream. Let's check here. It's easier to check on my phone. I just want to keep checking the PayPal as well, because if you guys have donated or left a message, then I don't want to miss you out. Oh, we're good there still. Just wait, we will give her the idea. Fun fact, if your legs lose their hair for no reason, get your heart checked. Poor circulation in the legs results in hair loss. Well, I mean, I won't have to get my heart checked, I don't think. But if you see the patchiness here and the patches, I don't know if you can see, on the back of my head, my alopecia is coming back. So if I lose hair on my legs and stuff like that and all over my body, I'm just like, yeah, well, that's coming back again full force. Maybe if the alopecia comes back before the leg wax, it'll be all right. I don't know. Thank you, Miss Worm, for posting the links in there. Just Giving. Don't forget to hit the gift aid if you're using that, and PayPal, because, you know, and of course, YouTube as well. We've had acknowledged that we've had Scottish Prepper, Gary, both putting supers in today, Muxley and Miss Worm, with the super stickers. Super appreciated. Any more questions? We've got about 5-10 minutes left. Any more questions in there? Any more suggestions? More importantly, I know we've had a good idea with the midge net, so it's a great suggestion. Anybody want to join me is the other question. Not necessarily for the whole thing, but if you're anywhere along the route, I should have pulled the route up. I did have it. Do I still have it in media assets here? No, I don't. But if anyone wants to join me along the route, even if you want to cycle for a mile or two or jog alongside, you're more than welcome as well. The lowest super chat is 79p. Minus YouTube's, it's between 30 and 40% YouTube take as well. My roof has been thinning since I was 18, not from heart issues, from genetics. I've always had really thick, like a full head of hair. So when I first got the alopecia, it was everywhere. There's pictures on my Patreon of it. It was like quite devastating when it happened, because it felt like overnight, because my hair was quite long. So until I cut it, I didn't even know it was there. Got to go now as work. Good luck on the continuous fundraising. My donation will be coming in the next few days. Really appreciate that, Brown Coat Prepper, and appreciate your time. Brown Coat Prepper, of course, has a YouTube channel as well, which he'll getting content on soon if he's not already, and he's part of our Fireside team. Don't forget to check out the Preppers Fireside every Sunday if you've not seen that already, which I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have. What power bank are you taking? Well, it's not there. It's in my get home bag. So I've got just like a one I got off Amazon, which was a solar charging one. Doesn't really charge it that well, but if you leave it out in the sun, when I stop and stuff, it'll keep it trickle charged a bit. So I'm taking that. It's just a small one, and I've just ordered the one that I posted on the community section of YouTube the other day. I'm going to pull it up now, which I was very disappointed that I thought it was Prime, so I was waiting all day for it to come through the post, and it didn't come through the post. It is back up in price now. It's not on the same sale. It might still be on the sale if you've not already got the sale. I don't know. But I will post the link anyway. I'm taking a little one of these as well. So basically, I'm taking a couple of them. I'd love to have took a C200, an Anker C200, a C300. Budget won't allow me to get one in time. But as long as I take these and I can solar charge them, trickle charge them and stuff like that, it's enough to keep. All I need these for is to keep my electronics going, like my phone and my cameras, to document the whole thing. So there you go. Someone might get a phone call saying, come and charge my stuff quickly. If you'd have been walking, I'd have hiked part of it with you, says Grass Monster. Yes, the hike was last time. I hiked from Burnley to Sunderland, the Stadium of Light, in memory of my friend Jack Shields, who passed away literally a year ago. Yesterday was the anniversary of that, and we raised over £1,000 for British Heart Foundation in Jack's name. But we'll see what I'm doing next year. I'd love to get a group of us doing it next year. That'd be awesome. Plenty of talc for the chafing. Yes, talc, creams, self-care, duck butter, everything you can think of will be coming along for the ride. I got the 4-panel solar, so I have 2 now, useful on top of the trailer, trickles all day. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I did have a cycle wish list up, but I felt cheeky enough asking people to donate, never mind send me stuff. So I took that off in the end. Some people got me some stuff. I'm not taking everything. This is not going to be the ideal loadout. This is not going to be, this is exactly how you should do it. I'm just going with what I've got, and I'm, a wing and a prayer sort of thing. So I don't have the right power bank. I don't have the solar panel to charge the power bank, stuff like that. I've just got little things, and I'll make do and get there in the end. Good night, Evil Girl. Thank you for joining. I'm going to be ending shortly anyway. Let's do a quick refresh on that. Oh, still the same. That's all good. That's all good. All right, before we go, any more questions? Last second to get them in, guys, if you've got anything. I do want to play this one last again, just to remind everyone why we're doing it. We saw this one at the start, so we'll see it again.
You found peace?
That's a good question.
This is the Veterans' War. Too many are left to fight for the support they need, but it's our fight too. Help for Heroes stands with veterans and their families every day, providing life-changing mental, physical, and financial support that rebuilds lives. Help veterans find the peace they deserve.
That's what we're doing it for, and this is what we're doing. There we go. Koff said, suggestion, get an old-fashioned local city road map book. There are many available. Learn to use it as a backup for sat-nav. When the grid goes down, so does your communications and sat-nav. Yeah, 100% map reading is a great skill. If you don't know how to read a map, which I do, luckily, you can obviously get tutorials online, stuff like that. But Lee down at the bug out in combination with Tom from Prepared Pathfinder and First in Events run different courses, and part of that is also map reading and stuff like that. Well worth going on if you are serious about something like that. Great courses, so check them out as well. You can see them through the Bug Out Shops website, I believe, as well. So yeah, it's a good skill to have, and I do have the maps all that I need. Koff as well. I'm a sucker for a map every time I see one at car boot sale. So I've got Lancashire, as well as a Lancashire and Yorkshire expanded one, which covers the first bit. I've got the Lake District, which covers the middle, and then I've got all of Scotland on paper map as well. So I will have all the maps with me, and I will be showing that along the route as well. And it'll be good for when I stop and make a video. I can literally point to a physical map and say, this is where I've come, etc. So, which is cool. Cheers, Mark. Thank you for stopping by. Shut's a great cause. It is 100%, and we don't do enough for our veterans, so it's a superb cause. 100%. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. I think that'll about do it for tonight. We got to 801 on Just Giving. You can still donate at any time. No donation is too small or too large for that matter. If you've got £1 spare at the end of the week, whack it on there. It's all for a great cause. Yes, somebody else should be footing the bill, but they're not going to. So we need to do this together. I was just going to check. Cool. Right. Just giving link is there again for Miss Worm. Thank you, Miss Worm. Being an absolute legend. Guys, don't forget to go and check out Miss Worm's channel. Post your channel as well, Miss Worm. She is our awesome head moderator who keeps everything ticking over. Thank you, everyone, for joining me this evening. I'm not going to play you out with some dramatic music. I'm going to play you out with the full Preppers Fireside tune. So enjoy that. Thank you for your help this evening. Don't forget to stop donating when we hit the leg wax point, because I really don't fancy that happening. And nobody wants to see that on a live. So thanks for joining me, guys. And I will see you again in another one. Humbly thank you for all the donations.
Round the fire, warm and bright, stocked up food for the night. Got our plans set in gold for the days when it's cold. Tools and gear stacked up high in the cabin we reside, listening to the winds howl, prepping for the morning's prowl. At the Purpose Fireside we stay, ready for that fateful day. Stories shared and hearts alight, round the fire every night. Water stored in jugs and tins, bunkered down through thick and thin. Maps and routes all drawn and laid, preppers live unafraid. At the Preppers Fireside we stay, ready for that fateful day. Stories shared and hearts alight tonight. In the glow of embers dance, we've prepared for every chance. Living simple, living true, with the dream we all pursue. Prepared for every chance, living simple, living true, with the dream we all pursue.